do a triangular shape now. You just follow me, okay? You're going to section this hair like this. You guys want to come closer and see it? And then, see the line how it comes? Like this. And then you just follow. The first thing we do is making sure there's no hair in between, nothing. So this is when I said, if you work organized, section the hair first, and then you start working. Diagonal back to create a graduation. Top will be a triangular shape. Take one section with your fingers like this, very small one. Turn the comb. Very close to the head. Take a smaller one. Under here, what you're going to do, you're going to we're going to maintain the length, and we're going to maintain the shape. This is what we're doing, right? Diagonal back. I'm going to bring my first section and the other one meet on the medium. Take another one and bring this one to here. So every time you cut one section, you meet them center. You meet them right on the center. Right in between each one, you're going to meet all sections. I have my length, and I took another section. I'm going to bring the one that I cut it, bring this one a little lower, and this one will meet on the center. But I can't cut everything down here because it will be longer, because I'm over directing. So now both are meet on the center, and I just follow. See my finger? The angle. Now the hair needs to be really wet, okay? Take small sections, turn the comb. So now the first section is already here. I don't use it, but the second one I'm going to use as a guide. It's under there. And you take another one from under. From far, where you guys are, you guys can see my section here. Or no? So I'm gonna cut this based on the one that I just did it. You can see under my finger. If you don't see your guide, don't cut it. So I don't have guide under here, but I will follow this one. I will follow this one. And my body now, it needs to fall. Every time I'm going to cut, I'm going to cut it here, next one here, next one here, here, and here. I can't be here and cutting. Remember when I say everything has to be parallel with your eyesight? You move. You see my finger in the back? It's almost in horizontal already. Okay, diagonal, as you can see, shorter and longer, and you follow the head shape. So now, take another section. If you look under, my guide is there. This is a little bit harder than the one before, but you can pull it off, okay? If I look, if you change the elevation or the angle of your finger, you're going to change the shape and the length. Next section, let me show you something. If I pull this hair and cut it here, what's going to happen? It's going to be very long. Huh? It's over direction. So that's we don't want that. We just maintain consistent in length, okay? So I started here, then cutting little by little, move. You groom once, Luis. You groom this once like this, boom. If you kept grooming and picking and grooming, you're gonna get lost. Pull. Do you see the hair? I'm cutting the hair elevated. I'm not doing this. Pulling and cutting. I'm pulling the hair straight to my chest, straight out. The hair, I put tension. You can't be fluffy, floating around, okay? When I come with my comb under, the idea is to grab my guide and meet both so I can see my guide and continue with the same length. Yeah, that's the idea. You guys going to tend to put a lot of hair inside your fingers. That's just not gonna help, because you guys gonna tend to cut lots of hair at once. It's not gonna help at all, okay? You need to pick up little by little. See my guide, because if you pull down here, you're going to lose your guide either way. If you slide the comb, grab the section that is under, pull this one to the center, boom, lift, you see your guide. So now, when you get to the center of the head, I cross it a little bit down here. Now, graduación, shorter to longer. Okay, here you can do a taper, you can cut with scissors, you can leave long and just make the hairline. On this side, my finger were pointing up. So on this side, my finger will point down because it's just a different position. So every time the hair needs to be damp. If it's not damp, remember when I told you when you're sectioning hair, you have to groom the hair on the same direction you're going to make the subsections. See, diagonal. If you do this, it's because you're taking horizontal section. So the first one, small section, finger pointing down. Actually, here. Good. So here I don't have guide under, but I'm gonna cut here first. My guide. Since I don't have guide under here, I'm just gonna follow this one. I was here. Each cut you're going to do, you just move around the head. From here all the way there. You see how I lift the hair with the shears too? Luis, do you see it? You grab it, hold it. You can lift and see if your guide is there. All the sections, guys. Cross all of them. I don't know if you noticed, but every time I need to check. You see the hair? How it's coming off from the root out, because I want to maintain my length. If I want to create more length here, I would bring all the way down here and cut it here, so this hair would be longer here. Now, look. It's all connected. It's a nice flow. So now what we have to do to connect, we're gonna break our first separation of panel in small triangles and bring it down to diagonal. So small triangles and diagonal back. If you guys want to check it out. So we did a horseshoe, right? So now we're gonna take small sections, like a small triangle, to the center of the head, and each one we're gonna bring to here, to our base. Okay? So one, dentro, inside, and you bring it to here, and then we take a small diagonal to connect with the sides. Because if I pull here, you see how long is this? It's not connected yet. But now we're gonna take one section here, pull, diagonal, connect, take another section, pull down here, diagonal. Look, one diagonal. You can see from there. Another one, pull to here. And then I take another one, very fine, boom. Bring it down to here. Take another diagonal section. Look. Okay, that's the connection with the graduation. If I take another one, it might have a little more hair overlapping, maybe not. Diagonal back. See? Yes. Have more. When I say triangle, because we did this side, boom, 1, 2, 3, until there's nothing overlap. So now I'm connecting the other side, and then I do diagonal to cut. So here, I did this side in this way, and there, here is in this direction. Boom. Pull down, diagonal. you should like go around, but I'm not going around because of the camera. But you should cut around. Cut here, then here, then here, then there. See the hair is coming off of the head straight. I'm not pulling down, otherwise it would be too heavy like this, like a ongo, like a mushroom head. Other one, nothing. And then I take another triangle, pull down, diagonal. So that's what you do. See? Like a V. One up here, one down here. You know what I do? Why I do this, right? To add volume, and the base of the hair is going to wrap around. It's going to wrap around the vent brush. And what shape is this?
Around.
So it's going to create that C shape here. That's the amount of volume I want. I don't want more than that. If I want more, okay. Use the pressure of the air to create your shape that is already there. To enhance that shape. And you use this, the vent brush, to guide the hair to the direction you want it, okay? Let's say the hair will split natural here, right? Yeah, I'm trying to do exactly what you imagine. So when you look at here, you say, oh, I want to do it that way, so that's how I do it. So when you understand about all the fundamentals of the haircut, it doesn't matter what style. It's the same thing. All comes down to the same principles, you know? Like I said, you can choose whatever you want to do on the sides. You can do like a low taper fade, a taper, anything. You guys like it? So let's do yours now. See?